is touching the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Cyberpunk2077, a game that is very, very hyped up and that, for my personal experience, has lived up to the hype. Okay, it is a very fun game. Alright, and I'm gonna get into details on some of the pros and cons. As you could see, there's some gameplay right here. And yes, there has been a few bugs and a few crashes, but honestly, you just restart the game, and I just learned that the best way to deal with that is just stop and just put your controller down and don't use it, because if you keep doing that, then it's gonna keep on wanting to progress forward, and you just want it to chill out. So I have an Xbox Series S. No, a Xbox One S. No, not the Series S, but it's about 4 years old, I think, and I've been using it since the day I got it. It runs pretty fine, actually. The frame rate is pretty good. The graphics are okay, pretty much. So some of the pros of the game, I like the shooting and looting aspect. So there's many types of guns. You can craft your own weapons, and I love using the katanas and the melee weapons, just because they're pretty fun and they actually work better than the guns themselves, because some guns, the fucking blowback on it is honestly pretty fucking outrageous, just because it's a little small SMG and it just acts like it's a LMG. I don't know why, but they said that they're working on one, and 2 patches are going to be released, one in January and one in February. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Now, some of the cons of the game, the crashes and the bugs, the way that the GPS works. So there's not the map, but the GPS system on it. It's not so good, honestly. If you're trying to get to a location, you're tracking it, the location, then it's kind of just a little bit warpy, and yeah, that's not really all too good. Second, besides the bugs in the GPS, that is, I think, the way some of the enemy NPCs are. So I don't know if it's in this clip, but for some I guess mini challenges, you could say, I guess, the NPCs would freeze, and so it just makes them really easy to kill, which, I mean, I'm not complaining too much about that. I'm just saying that I want kind of a challenge, I guess you could say. Also, in pretty overcrowded parts, it does get overwhelming. Another con that I have that kind of annoys me and that I'm kind of disappointed at is driving. I thought it would be fun to drive and just cruise around in the city, but it's not, how can I say it, realistic. And I know that sounds funny because it's a game based in the future where people are making modifications to their bodies, and you have this crime syndicate, I guess you could say. But for one, I thought the cars would look pretty cool, and I've got to say, I like driving the motorcycles more than I do the cars, because the way that the cars drive are kind of just they're kind of iffy, a little bit wanky. The motorcycles, I mean, still, they're kind of unrealistic. You can crash into a mountain of cars and come out unscratched. Same with other cars, and it's either the car that you get gets dented by a speck of dust, or it's literally just invincible. And neither one of those are good, because if you have invincibility in the game, then it honestly would become less fun. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought driving would be cooler, I guess. I preferred driving in GTA. I thought the cars would look cooler. Some of them look like complete shit, and then others look pretty nice, pretty decent. Also, I'm trying to figure out how I could buy a car. Because it said it kind of like towards the beginning of the game that like you could buy a car from vendors, and I'm still trying to figure that out, and so far no luck. But yeah, and then I got one last con, and that is making money. So if you don't know, eddies or euro dollars, like more commonly known as eddies, they're the currency in the game. And if you grind, for fucking hours, then you'll get some eddies. Not a lot. And body modifications and weapons and clothing costs a pretty penny. I spent $2,000 on I think a fucking shirt, or like I think like a gun component, or something like that, something that I haven't really used. But yeah, and that wouldn't be a problem, but I need a way to make more money, and I figured out a way, but you have to go out of your way, and it distracts you from the mission that you have to do, like the overall campaign. And I know it's like an open world, but honestly the campaign is what keeps me invested in the game. And nobody really likes to grind for hours on a game just to get some modification that you might not even use, like a modification for my legs, a double jump, or reinforced ankles, like a super jump, cost $45,000, and that's a lot. Okay, I went into debt a little bit after I bought that. And also street cred. I don't really know what to say about that. I mean, I guess it's fine. Like, you get I guess perks, I guess you could say, to getting street cred, but I don't know. Something that I do like is your abilities. So like you could spend like some, I think, like, I forgot what it's called, like tokens, like ability tokens. I forgot what they're called, but like on modifications. So like, if you use a blunt weapon, you have a 30% chance of having a critical hit, or something like that. But yeah, it's just I like that. And there's also a lot of things that I like that I didn't cover in this video, but these are just like the general things that like I like and that I don't like. You might have a different opinion, which I mean is totally okay. Like, I don't really care. Like, you could think that this is the second coming of Christ, and I wouldn't really care. Just for me, I love the game. It's really fun. I played it for literally hours upon hours upon hours on end the first day that I got it. But also I didn't know that there was gonna be 2 discs for it, and it kind of confused me a little bit. Had to look up what I guess like what disc to put in first. So yeah, if you guys have it and you guys are confused, here's the order that you put the disc in. So let me see. So first off, you put disc 2 in, okay, and then that's the disc that installs everything that you need onto your console, and then disc 1 is the one that you actually put into play. I was a little bit confused, but now you know. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was me, Meepo. I will see you guys later, people. I am out. I love you guys. Get Cyberpunk2077 if you want. It's a pretty fucking fun game. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
This blue eye perceives all things conjoined, the past, the future, and the present. Everything flows, and all is connected. This eye is not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.